Hi everyone, Kartik Krishnaiyer here with the Florida Squeeze. Wanted to just put out a quick video. Happy holidays everyone, by the way. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Happy Thanksgiving, that was last week. To mention that I am publishing a new book on the War of 1812 called The Florida Fronts in January. A lot of it is going to be reused material from this book, which is already out, The American Conquest of Florida, which is available on Amazon.com currently. Shameless plug here. If you want a inexpensive holiday gift for someone, this is a great item, as are several of the other books that we published through our TFS publishing house. One particular one that's very popular is Rum Runners and Moonshiners of Old Florida, Volume 2 by Robert Buccellato. Speaking of Robert Buccellato, he and I are collaborating on an extensive book being published by Casemate Publishers in the United Kingdom on the American Revolution in Florida. It's called The Florida Campaigns, which will be out the latter part of next year in the United Kingdom. I think the U.S. release date is maybe a month or two later, so it will be on the shelves by Christmas time in the United States next year, if it stays on schedule. This War of 1812 book is going to be very interesting for those who don't know much of the history of Florida's involvement, and really kind of the entire Southern theater of the War of 1812, which of course culminated in the Battle of New Orleans in 1815, which is early 1815, which is a very famous event in American history. But there's not much context around it, right? In fact, I think the War of 1812 is an undertaught subject in American schools, undertaught conversation in American history. Maybe an over-taught conversation in Canadian history. It's funny how totally the attitude towards this conflict is different north of the border. But we will have a lot on the War of 1812 and why Florida was such an important aspect of the North American scene, political scene, and military scene from the time of the Louisiana Purchase in 1803 until the end of the War of 1812. And in fact, that goes on. You talk more about it extensively in this book. This book, much of it covers the period after the War of 1812, although, as I said, much of the War of 1812 material that will be in this book is also, will be in the book that is being published next month, is also in this book, although there's some new information, new research I'm including in the War of 1812 book, and just more of an extensive discussion of those battles and some of the political machinations around that war in Florida, and what became the state of Florida at the time was Spanish Florida. So everybody have a great holiday season. We're going to continue to churn out these videos for you, a lot of it on history content. We've got a whole bunch of videos about the Seminole Wars coming in the next several weeks, which will take us through the new year. So be safe, everyone, and thank you for your continued patronage.